"O my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Rennie Carroll, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher.
Almighty Isis.
And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
You're leaving early today, Mr. Mason.
Forgot my ID card, but I guess you know me.
I guess I do, Mr. Mason. See you tomorrow.
Start the music, dim the lights, make sure everything's just right, 'cause we're going to that magic wonderland. Now you see it, now you don't. Some people believe and some just won't, 'cause there's magic, ooh, wherever you are. You gotta believe, you know there's magic in the air. You gotta believe, you know there's magic everywhere. You gotta believe in the power that it brings. You gotta believe you can do most anything. I could never understand how the eye could miss your hand. Then you'd better watch as closely as you can. Now you see it, now you don't. Some people believe and some they won't, 'cause there's magic, ooh, wherever you are. You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
You know there's magic in the air. You gotta believe. You know there's magic everywhere. You gotta believe in the power that it brings. You gotta believe. You gotta do most anything. You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
You know there's magic in the air. You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
There's magic everywhere. You gotta believe.
You gotta believe
in the power that it brings. You gotta believe you can do most anything. And now, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Very good. Very good.
Ranch, how did you do that?
Well, CJ, a magician never reveals his secrets.
Rick Mason?
Yes.
Federal agents. Have a warrant for your arrest.
Warrant for my arrest.
Theft of government property.
What?
Yes, a top-secret weather-making device.
Operation Weathermaker?
Now, look, Mr. Mason, you have a right to remain
Hey,
silent.
I know my rights, but you have to...
Officer, I'm sure there must be a mistake here.
No, there's no mistake, ma'am. He's been identified by a guard down at the research center, and his car.
Oh, wait a minute. My car was stolen early this morning.
Funny. It's parked outside right now. Let's go.
Now... See you guys later. Good shot. Hey. Wait a minute. What are you guys doing down here? I thought,
Trouble, Feather.
What?
Mr. Mason's been arrested.
What?
He was working on a secret government project, a machine that can make any kind of weather.
And now it's missing.
And you think Mr. Mason ripped it off?
That's right.
Oh, come on. He couldn't steal second base without feeling guilty.
We know that, but they don't, and Mr. Mason's in jail. We want to help him.
The problem is, where do we start?
That's why we came to the expert.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You go to the scene of the crime, look for clues, leads, any kind of concrete evidence you can come up with.
Feather, come on, man. How are we going to get inside a government research center?
Well, you got a magician there.
I can come up with something.
Good. Ready? You stay with Miss Thomas, see what you can find out. Well, get going.
Thanks, Feather.
Hey. Listen, Mr. Mason was always there when I needed him. Mind if I come along?
All right.
All right.
May I help you?
Yes, do you give tours here?
Sorry, this place is off limits to the public. We have a lot of secret government projects here. You can understand that.
Mr. Gunderson! Mr. Gunderson! Can you help me a moment? Over here. I'm stuck behind the car.
Sure thing. Maybe you boys better run along.
Sure was a lucky thing that woman happened to come along, huh?
It certainly was.
I've been looking for you. Anything new with Mr. Mason?
Yes, he'll be released on bail tomorrow.
Oh, that's terrific.
I'm going by the research center now to pick up his books.
The research center?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you ought to go now. I mean, maybe you could go later, huh?
Rennie, you're acting strange. Is something wrong?
No, ma'am.
All right, then. I'll see you later. I have a feeling Rennie's up to something. I think Isis better go to the research center.
How'd you get in?
Sorry, we magicians never reveal our secrets. Come on.
Morgan, take over.
Shoot. Hey.
Don't touch.
Gunderson at Delta Control. Close the area.
man.
CJ! Francie! Help! CJ! Francie! Help! Oh.
No wonder Rennie didn't want me to come here. Time, ruler of day, stop all motion and make it stay.
Isis. Oh, boy.
Let's join the others.
ISIS. We found these boys at Delta Control.
I presume you were here because you wanted to help Mr. Mason.
How'd you know that?
I know a lot more than that, including that you'd be more help if you obeyed the laws instead of breaking them. Right?
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
I think they understand.
All right, ISIS.
Well, so much for a big investigation.
Yeah. It's lucky we didn't wind up in the joint with Mr. Mason.
Well, like I said before, the spirit was willing.
The spirit. Hey, that's it. That bottle I found in the lab. It was spirit gum. Well, you know, it was the stuff that you use for gluing on disguises, like beards.
And phony mustaches.
Right on!
Did you want to see me, Miss Thomas?
Yes, Rennie. Mr. Mason is going to be released on bail. I'm going to pick him up this afternoon.
Wow, that's terrific.
Of course, he's not out of the clear yet. The police are working on it.
Well, at least he's out.
Now, what are you up to?
To, take some pictures.
Well, you're welcome to use the lab here to develop them if you wish.
No, thanks. Randy made arrangements for me to use the lab at the park. See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, here's the last of the batch. Any luck yet?
Nothing.
Wait a minute. I think I got something. This face familiar?
Hey, that's Mr. Mason.
Not quite.
Wow, we've got to show this to the police.
Here they come.
I told Rennie that you had been released on bail. I'm sure she and the other kids will be over to see you very soon.
That's good. I miss seeing him.
Excuse me, Mr. Mason?
Yes?
We're federal agents. Your friend and you will have to come with us. This is just routine.
Not again.
Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute.
Hey, that's Mr. Mason and Miss Thomas.
Let's get in. Hi.
That guy, he's the one in the picture.
Right. Let's follow him.
So you're the ones who stole it.
What do you want of us?
We'd like a little demonstration of this thing, just to make sure that it works. Now, what do I do to cause a storm here? Don't touch that. Unplug that control box. That's some kind of a power lock. Andrea, get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Hey! Stop! The machine's on fire! Come on, let's go after those guys.
Oh, mighty Isis. Kids, I'm going to need a little help on this one. Tut? Oh, Tut, hear me. Now take to flight. Find Captain Marvel and lead him to the Old River Road. I think I'd better set Rick free first.
Tut. Did Isis send you? Then there's trouble. I'm on my way.
Forget it, it's on fire. Dump it.
Holy moly! They don't see that runaway car. I've got to lift up that van.
Randy, watch out! Captain Marvel.
Forces of gravity come from afar. Double your strength and stop this car. Oh, icy winds, now do conspire to freeze this car and quench the fire. And if you had turned your information over to the police, this wouldn't have happened, and the guilty wouldn't have escaped.
The police need your cooperation, not your competition.
We realize that now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the brighter side, though, no one was hurt, and Rick is obviously cleared.
But now we have a bigger problem. Those men got away with the trigger mechanism.
Just how dangerous is that?
More than dangerous. If the setting isn't changed, well, it could change the weather all over the state.
Change the weather how, Rick?
It's a question I can't answer, Captain Marvel.